Hello everyone, I'm going to be kind of doing a quick run through of some of the features we can utilize ChatGPT for. For those who don't know, this is an AI search engine that just basically will fill in some of the questions that we might ask and create some pretty interesting results. So without further ado, let's jump right into this. I got a couple of prompts that I want to just kind of try out, and I'm going to kind of start a lesson. And so I'm going to do a Kentucky Social Studies Standards lesson for 7th grade. I'm wanting a lesson that's going to be like 15 minutes long. I want to do some group work in there. I want it to have some can statements, some hook questions. I mean, I can just keep throwing on different things. I can have it highlight vocabulary and different things if I wanted to do that. But I'm just going to ask it this simple question. So with this request, it's going to then go through and create this, and it's going to slowly build pieces of this together. And so as this keeps building and building and building, you can come back later and say, okay, let's make this change, let's make this adjustment. And this isn't going to completely replace anything that we're doing, but I can look at this lesson and be like, oh, I really like this, and I can turn around and remake this into a lesson that I would want to teach. And going through, I mean, this isn't providing me any materials or something. It's going to tell me what materials I need to do, but some of this is going to still require some back-end work if I want to do this verbatim, which I would not recommend. This is a great starting place for a lesson that you might want to revamp, or maybe you look back at one of your lessons and you're like, I have never done this one well. This might be a great way to start it. What's really neat is after doing this, I can just simply come down to the chat and say, what would you do for the next lesson? And so this is open, but it's going to turn around and give some recommendations for what it would do and then build it out for me. And it's going to continue and try to stay with the same standards that I was doing. I don't know how accurate some of the standards recognition is, but it could be pretty close to a standard that we know is correct, or it might not be able to find it. But this will work really well for pulling these pieces together. Now, what's really cool about this, and when this kind of finishes up, I'm going to have it create a worksheet for me based on what I'm already doing. And so a nice little starting thing you might do also is, create an essay about this and then try to build lessons off that essay. That will give you all kinds of talking points and different resources to actually pull from. And I'm not going back and rereading these, but like I said, it's pulling a lot of the pieces together that I would want. And so now I want to design a worksheet from these two lessons. I want the worksheet to have 10 questions that are multiple choice and 10 that are fill in the blank. So go ahead and pop that in. And so now it's starting to pull this stuff together, and it's going to do these pieces together. What's really neat is oftentimes it'll pull in an answer key for you to utilize, and these would be great pieces to kind of copy and paste into a Google form and digitalize that way. But these are reasonable questions based on the lesson that was asked previously. So I'm kind of holding off until I get to the question 10. So I'm going to pause until we get there. All right, so it interpreted my thing to say 10 questions were the total, which is okay. It works well for what we were wanting. But you see, it's starting to get questions asking that are fill in the blank, and it's showing that. And we have our answer key for the first bit, and then answer key for the fill in the blank. And I have my worksheet. I can try to throw this together and think, I've always wanted to collab with another subject. Maybe I can pull in an actual project-based lesson with this. Let it kind of brainstorm some ideas. And that's the neat thing is you can say, like, give me a list of these type of things, and it'll actually pull a lot of this together for you. So would really encourage experimenting with ChatGPT to kind of formulate your lesson. You can create pacing guides, starting points, And I really want to emphasize that this is a great starting point for a lot of the things that we build in the classroom. This is great to be like, I've always done this. What's another interpretation of this same lesson? And just kind of have this kind of pull those things together. So would love to help you guys out with more of this, and I'm going to continue to experiment myself. And please don't hesitate to ask any questions if you need anything. Thank you once again. Hey, thank you for watching this video. Please click the like button and subscribe so you can stay up to date on any future videos.